Welcome back to Talking Shit. This is Candid Conversations with Carmen and my guest host, Arturo Ayers Jr.
What up?
Executive producer of In Style and Uncut on Fox Soul.
On Fox Soul.
Shout out to TikTok.
2. Shout out TikTok.
We're on TikTok.
What up, TikTok? Yo, get the book right now. I just want to help build.com. Get the book. It's going to change your life. Let's go.
And make sure you go to InStyling.com, click on the shop tab. That's where you can find I Just Want to Help Build by Arturo Ayers. And you can also find Plush Beauty, which is what's on the lips.
Ooh, and them things are looking so moist. Oh my goodness.
So
put it on for them. Oh, you better get this for your husband. You better get this for your wife. You better get this for your boyfriend. You better get them something nice. Woo!
So in this third segment, I want to talk a little bit about Nick Cannon.
Let's get into it. What you thinking?
Because we are in holiday season.
Yeah.
And he was all over the internet for a very, very popular interview he did with our soulmate, Dr. Bryant.
Oh, okay.
Now, some of us know Dr. Bryant from Basketball Wives. Girl, I saw you.
That shorty that got all the mouth and the perspective like right now. She's like the now Kevin Samuels. Like I
the
see
female version?
Yeah, that's her angle. But you know what I don't understand? She don't got no man. She got all of that stuff to say and is right, and because I saw it with Cam Newton, I saw it with Nick Cannon, I see all of that. I'm like, yeah, you talking great, but where's your man at? Where's your ring at? Where's he at? Is she too bold? Is she too I don't understand.
See, now that brings...
She's gorgeous, but I just don't understand.
She is gorgeous. Now that brings me to Nick's latest interview with Dr. Umar Johnson. And Dr. Umar brought out the point that he does not think that black men are loving on and respecting black women in the way that they used to and should. And so maybe that is part of the reason why such a beautiful and educated woman like Dr. Bryant is not married yet. Because maybe guys are not appreciating black women the way that they should, in the way that they should.
You think it's too much? Like she come with too much? It's just too much.
Well, what's too much?
And is it too much of it's like, to me it's more so you saying all of the right things. So it's just like clickbait. Is that really how she feels? Or is it just like, hey, it's gonna stir up a moment between two people, male and female? Is this real or is this...
So you think that she is making points that she knows is going to be clickbait?
Some of it, yeah. I think she's in the business. I think she's in the business. Look, I think she's saying some good things, but she has no man. She hasn't produced a man. Where's the relationship?
Now,
we want to see the marriage. We want to see the marriage.
I think that she is strategic sometimes, but then I think some of it is really just her flowing and speaking in her truth, because I don't know. I'm from the era of, I have a family with a long history of married couples, but I think that I'm also here now in the age as we are here in the age of social media.
Yeah.
And so we went from the person who you might, if you did cheat it with someone in your neighborhood, someone that you worked with, someone that you saw on a regular basis and maybe developed some kind of rapport with. Whereas now, you're on social media scrolling. You might start talking to somebody that lives halfway across the world, and all of a sudden you're on a link up, even though you're married and you have a family, but now you're attracted to somebody who you otherwise would have never even seen before. Do you think that attributes to some of the lack of marital status that's going on now? Because right now you got your own thing going on.
Yeah, I got my own situation.
Do you think that attributed to it, like having too much access?
No, I think that I think it's meant. When you're a type of guy that's going after your career, you're an entrepreneur, that comes with a lot of hours and sacrifice away from home. You're going to live a certain level of lifestyle, but you have to build the value to live that lifestyle. So it's going to require you to sacrifice your time. with any athlete, anyone that's in business, a real estate broker, a real estate, a doctor, a lawyer. I mean, when you're working your way up the ranks, I mean, you got to put time in the game to actually become successful. So that takes you away. If you're married, if you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, it's going to take you away. If you got some children, it's going to take you away because you're building something. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it is what it is there,
Now, do you...
It's like the gift and the curse.
Do you think that could also be part of the reason why somebody like a Dr. Bryant isn't married? That because of what she chose as a career, because of her status in society, because she knows how to get out here and go get her own money, and she may have this like boss-like attitude. Do you think that because she's not at home every day, available to cook dinner and wash clothes and pick up your stuff from the dry cleaners and just be that normal, or not normal, because today it's not normal, but that stay-at-home wife type of, stigma that women used to have when you're coming out of the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and now everyone has wives that might be in the workforce now. Dr. Bryant has an exceptional career, and she is traveling, and yeah. Do you think that those things attribute to why she's not married?
I mean, yeah.
Or a woman like Dr. Bryant.
Women like Dr. Bryant. I think women that are working women that have high-level careers, they're making a certain amount of money, they're busy. I mean, it just is what it is. You're traveling, too. If you're in business, if you're an executive, if you're building a company and scaling up a company, and that company actually becomes successful, and you have to get after the success. So you got interviews that need to happen here. You need to go meet with this one, and build this one, this. Listen. It's gonna take you away. Just like I said, any athlete that's playing ball, they got to be in the gym. They got to be shooting fucking 1,000 3-pointers a day. That's their game. That if you're gonna be on the top of your game, you got to be at the top of your game. So does that play a significant place that in the fact that you're saying she doesn't have a man? Yeah, and I think she can't handle a man.
So now let's circle this back to dear Nick Cannon. She said, and don't quote me, but that he is choosing women who are choosing his low vibrational behavior because the mother of his children, several children, mothers.
How many children does Nick Cannon have?
I think he ended up at 12.
Nick Cannon is getting busy. Shout out Nick Cannon.
Oh my goodness.
Get my book, I Just Want to Help Build.com. Let's go get it. Shout out Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon's a billionaire.
Do you think that
he having a ball out here? Nick Cannon out here having a whole ball.
The women that are having children with him are actually settling, because in order to get a man of his status and stature, they may be settling for all of the shenanigans that are coming with Brother Nick.
I mean, listen, Nick Cannon is a billionaire. He's a wealthy man at this point, I believe, very rich. I mean, listen, he's living his truth. If that's what he want to do with his one life that he's going to live, one life that he built. He built this life. If he want to talk to this grown woman and she's gorgeous and have children with her, and then another one have children with her, I mean, listen, you having all these children, there's a responsibility and of course.
Absolutely. It's the holiday season. There's no way he was able to see all of these children in one day unless they came to him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they did come to him. We don't know. When you're a man of that resources, that much resources, he can have a big mansion. He's got big mansions probably all over, and everybody might come there. Except for Mariah. I don't think Mariah Carey.
I don't think Mariah Carey pulled up to drop the kids off at Nick and his other 10 children at all. I don't think that at all.
Nick Cannon out here living his truth. Look, Floyd Mayweather, same deal. And Floyd got some bad bitches too. They thick, juicy. Listen, Floyd Mayweather out here living. You feel me? Listen, they living their one life. What you want? They not gonna lie to you. They not gonna lie to you.
Okay, but then to touch on what Dr. Umar is saying, he is saying that men are treating women this way because you guys actually are not caring for and loving women the way that you should. You're not putting your queens on pedestals that they should be. Right. And this attributes to possible mommy issues and some traumas that you guys are not dealing with and now putting on the women that you are dating, marrying, and sexing up every night.
Now, Dr. Umar Johnson, he got about 2 concubines right now.
Well, he said that he can handle 2, not more than 2.
Not more than 2. I mean, listen, I feel him though. I understand it. I love it. First of all, you still talking about 2 high value men. He's traveling. Dr. Umar's traveling.
According to Dr. Bryant, Nick is acting very low vibrational.
I mean, but he was married. She wasn't even married. She was never married. To Dr. Bryant, she wasn't married.
So you feel like she
Nick
can't assess him? Wait a minute.
Can you give Nick Cannon that? He was married.
Wait a minute. You saying that she can't assess him because she was never married? Is that what you're saying?
She doesn't have those experiences.
So her education does not
she's a grown
mean anything.
Woman. She's probably been in many relationships or relationships, but has she been married in a committed marriage? Did she have a wedding? Did they go home? Did they underneath the same roof? Did
you know she's a doctor for a reason. The doctor is not about her having a medical degree and going in and practicing surgery. This is years of study.
Listen. I think she's brilliant. I think she's great, but she doesn't have the experience. She don't have the experience of being married. I was married 13 years.
But I don't think she's making her assessment based on being married. This is about her educational experience.
Yeah, but you got to be in the game to give certain levels of experience. It just is what it is. You can't learn everything from a book, right? It's life experience. You got to be hands-on. Get in the game. Hey, listen, y'all need to blow up Dr. Bryant. Let's get her on some blind dates, some dates. We want to see a ring, Dr. Bryant. Dr. Bryant. We want to see a ring.
Dr. Bryant needs to come and have a conversation with you here and also on your Solid and Uncut because you got some things going on that I think she might have an opinion about.
I'm going to Truth Talks too, you know, because I'm going to sit talking because I want to talk. I want to hear where she at with the whole perspective.
Shout out to our soulmates at Truth Talks.
Let's go.
So you believe that Dr. Bryant, because she's not married, cannot make a true assessment based on just educational experience. She has to have some real world hands-on experience.
Yeah, of course.
And so what do you think about what Dr. Umar is saying though?
I mean, I think Umar, like now, Umar's brilliant. Shout out.
Well, why is he more brilliant than Dr. Bryant? Is he actually married or does he just have 2 girlfriends?
I mean, I think, listen, he doesn't want to lie to women, right?
He didn't answer the question, y'all.
2 women.
He didn't answer the question.
2 women. They adults. He taking care of them. They living good.
I hear a double standard.
You know, listen. This man is living. He like 2 women. He like 2 tenders. Listen, God made women beautiful. Y'all gotta understand how gorgeous that y'all are. So it's not that everybody need to be arguing. Everybody need to be bickering. Let's get this money. Let's build businesses. That's what Dr. Umar was talking about too. He just wasn't talking about 2 hoes or he's talking about 2 great women that are brilliant. IQ,
well, he's talking about the
high level IQ.
The type of woman that
you know what I'm saying? You talking about it like he's saying like hood rats. He not saying 2 hood rats. He's saying 2 high power, high frequency, high IQ, smart ass women. He not talking about hood rats. Dr. Umar Johnson not talking about hood rats. So 2 high power, gorgeous women, soft, juicy,
shout out to my ghetto fabulous
melanin all up through the skin, nipples, breasts, titties. Listen,
you're changing the subject.
I'm just saying.
You're talking about his type and the type of woman that he should choose. But I'm asking you if you agree with his assessment of where black men are right now in society and how they treat their queens.
Look, I mean, yeah. I think he's right.
Okay.
Is there a lost art form to celebrating women?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think it's to do with the time. I think it's to do with the music. Look at the women on that's out. They shaking their ass. They naked. You know,
now,
they're
why do you
promoting
think that
a lifestyle of like whores. So it's not. I mean, you got to think about it. It's not that it's not the talent that's shining through. You know, it's just like I can go to the strip club and see most of the artists that are out right now. You know, I can take a stripper, but it looks like a regular girl. I can take a girl from the hood. I don't see the talent anymore. You know, we're not in the Little Kim era. We're not in. Now, I like Cash Doll. Cash Doll is dope. I think Cash Doll is phenomenal.
Okay.
Shout out Troy Marshall. You know, Troy's working her records, and she's gearing up. You know, I like Tracy T too. I think he's hard. Pause. You know.
Now you know Cash Doll and Tracy T are no longer together. She said they weren't. You know, they were no longer aligning. So. Is that a lot of the problem these days?
Man, I think they should.
That people are getting together because they're actually not equally yoked.
I think they're a movie together. The look. I mean, now how they actually.
It's got to be more than that.
It got to be more than that, and how they actually.
It's got to be more than that, ladies. You can't get with a dude because of how he looks, because of the money that he makes, because of his house, because of his cars, because he's a rapper, or some kind of exciting job that puts you in the limelight because you're with him, like an athlete. You gotta have some substance in these relationships in order for them to work.
I mean, I think they're dope. Dynamic. They have children. I think that they're good looking.
Maybe they were just putting
they
on.
They both are dope rappers, but they should film it. They should put that on a reality show. Even about how that even goes, right? Because there was some love there. There was something there. Who knows?
Well, they got 2 babies. Yeah.
They still got 2 babies. You know, hey, listen, maybe because I'm a Tracy T fan, so I'm like,
okay.
You know, and I'm a Cash Doll fan, so it's like, you know, I still want to see her on the next season of Power. Like, that shit is crazy, you know?
Well, she was on BMF. They killed her character.
Yeah.
So they can't bring her back. She's dead.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, guys, make sure you tune in to Talking Shh.
Yo, tune in.
We talking shit. This is just candid conversations.
Let's go.
No harm, no foul play.
No.
It's just what's on our mind.
Yeah.
If you like my hair, make sure you go to InStyleLiner.com and click on the shop tab. You can get a wig. It's Plush Beauty. You can get some lips. They're Plush Beauty. And of course, you can get some I Just Want to Help. Now, shout out to our partners at Black Leaf Vodka.
Let's go.
Organic Vodka.
Yes.
And Zigzag.
Shout out Zigzag. Let's go. If you smoking, guys, smoke Zigzag. You know I like to blow it down. I'm blowing it down all the time. I smoke Zigzags, guys. Listen, they got the hemp. Guys, they got the slow burning. Listen, you know I'm smoking. You know what I'm smoking. Listen. We in New York right now, so it's legal. Listen, I'm smoking. And when I'm smoking zigzags. I'm just talking shit. We just talking shit.
Candid Conversations with Carmen. Make sure you tune in at InStyleLiner.com. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at the letter N Style Atlanta. Make sure you watch the show, the reality show about the behind the scenes of InStyle Atlanta. And that is also at the letter N Style Atlanta Uncut. You can tune in on Fox Soul and on Prime Video. Arturo, thanks for joining me.
Woo! Oh yeah. I'm pumped up. Thanks for having me. And listen, you know who's gonna be some of your next guests? Like it's gonna fill in. What you thinking? How you doing? This?
You know, I'm trying to get some of my ladies from Married to Medicine over here.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get an old loving hip hop favorite or not so favorite. A video vixen that some people don't like. That's who I'm talking about. You just gave up my secret, Dad.
Yeah. Althea Hart.
You can't keep no secrets with him.
Because you got to think about Althea is really back in the day when Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, for real.
She kind of established it.
She got the stories.
When you think about it, when Benzino brought her in,
she got the stories.
Stevie J, that was like legendary when that was happening.
Legendary.
Come on.
And she got the real stories, the behind the scene on how she even entered the scene stories.
And she got that music too.
But she also has those hip hop stories because what you guys didn't get to see is that Althea was signed to Def Jam back in the day to Foxy Brown. And let's circle this all back. And Althea was signed as a teenager to Foxy Brown. And Foxy Brown was signed as a teenager. And her first singles were out with Jay-Z. And now Jay-Z is in the media because someone is accusing him of having underage sex with, but they're calling it something else, assault, S.A. Oh my gosh.
Woo.
The circles, the 6 degrees of separation, the people that have the tea. We trying to talk shit. Tune in on InStyleLiner.com. I will see you there.
And the album too. The Althea's album is crazy.
Gotta get the
Put it in is crazy. You know all of that. Over. You know, I produced that. You know,
so, another shameless.
I produced that album.
Plug.
You know.
Look
TC,
out.
TC wrote it. Shout out TC. You know, it's dope. Get into it. It's R&B. It's real R&B.
You can't find putting it on Cheyenne.com, but you can.
And it sounds good. I think it sounds amazing. I think she could be in Tamar's lane. You know, I think she can make the comeback when she wants it. I think it's her time. Out there, heart shout out. You know, go get that music. Go get that. What's that? The King. What is that?
No, that's a whole nother person you was about to mention.
I'm talking about Lyrica.
But we might bring Lyrica. As a matter of fact, we will be here with Lyrica very soon.
Yeah, and I produced King Me too. I produced every song on there. Shout out my childhood friend Eric Hudson. He co-produced a song on there called Nikita. And my boy Hit Drew, is on there with me. A1 that just wrote residuals for Chris Brown. Eric Hudson produced that along with Black Tuxedo. Shout them out, Lyrica, all of us, that's my LA days. Those are my LA stories. I used to live in LA, baby. Shout out Eric Murphy too on his engagement. That's my boy, my partner.
Yes.
Christian Murphy, let's go.
Yes.
I've been tapped in for a minute.
He's tapped in, y'all.
I've been tapped in for a minute.
But we gotta tap out.
All right.
Talking shit.